X review roundup, what critics love and hate. The first reviews for the Xbox One X are in, and the general verdict is pretty good, but not as pristine as the console's 4K image quality. While everyone seems to love the $499 console's ability to render games at higher resolutions and in faster frame rates, Microsoft's lineup of exclusive and enhanced titles isn't enough for everyone to come away voicing unwavering support. While the Xbox One X 4K abilities appear to be better than that of the PS4 Pro, is that enough to make it a must-buy? Let's see what the critics think. In her comprehensive review at Tom's Guide, Sherry L. Smith marveled at the visual beauty of the Xbox One X 4K gaming, but noted that the console is lagging behind in exclusives. The good Killer Instinct never looked so pretty as it did on the One X. I could see every detail of Jaco's shoulder tattoo, and his metallic demon knee pads looked like they were ready to gnaw a hole through anyone fool enough to get too close. When I performed a shadow wind kick, I could see the dark purple energy emanating from the attack in waves. Thanks to super sampling technology, the system will scale down the resolution while still delivering sharper images and faster frame rates. When I played Assassin's Creed Origins on my 32-inch 1080p smart LED TV, the game didn't render as smoothly as it did on my 4K set, but it did look better than it did on my original Xbox One. The bad for all its power, Xbox doesn't have many exciting new console exclusives outside of the likes of Cuphead, Forza Motorsport 7, Super Lucky's Tale and the upcoming PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Gizmodo's Alex Cran spent a lot of time in her review placing the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 in head-to-head competition, and found that the more powerful Xbox simply is the better 4K machine. The good, and when you consider dynamic 4K resolution and the power required to get as close to 4K as often as possible, then the Xbox One X is easily the best blend of price to quality you can find in a gaming console right now. Besides delivering nearly as good a picture quality as a high-end gaming PC, the picture also looks a little nicer than what I get out of my PlayStation 4 Pro. The bad, but the Xbox One X isn't just the fastest console with the best graphics, it's also the most expensive console available right now. Hell, at $500 it's twice the price of the $250 Xbox One S, which also supports UHD Blu-rays, 4K, and HDR. Unfortunately, it's not as good for multiplayer as there are twice as many players on PlayStation's Xbox One X $499. Amazon. In his review at The Verge, Tom Warren focused on the bold and brash power of the Xbox One X and complimented Microsoft for packing all this brawn into a small package. My biggest issue with the Xbox One X is a lack of stunning 4K games to really show why this is worth $499. Tom Warren, The Verge. The good, I'm really impressed and surprised at how much power Microsoft has managed to squeeze into the Xbox One X small case. While the original Xbox One was a big, black box about the size of an old-school VCR, the Xbox One X matches the impressive design of the Xbox One S. I spent some time playing Gears of War 4 with its new up to 60 FPS performance mode. Although it's an old game at this point, it's a good example of how the Xbox One X can have 4K modes or performance-focused modes. The 4K mode, coupled with HDR, looks great, but the performance mode running at 60 FPS feels even better without the 4K resolution boost. The bad, my biggest issue with the Xbox One X is a lack of stunning 4K games to really show why this is worth $499. Microsoft doesn't have a single launch exclusive for this console, and while enhancements to old games are great, I often found it hard to even notice big differences because I don't think some of these games were designed with 4K textures in mind. One thing to note, by an external drive for the Xbox One X, I ran out of space on the 1 TB drive of the Xbox One X with around 14 games installed and 20 apps. Most Xbox One games are around 40 GB or 50 GB in size, but I've noticed the enhanced for Xbox One X games are significantly bigger. In a review at CNET, Jeff Bakaler didn't offer as much enthusiasm for the latest Xbox, as he saw mixed results when looking for significant performance improvement in games. The good I compared an Xbox One X to an Xbox One S playing Gears of War 4, which has been updated to take advantage of the X hardware, side by side using two